Today we are going to be trying to meld ourselves a Titania. Now we went ahead and built this TEMUR ramp deck around Titania today because I believe TEMUR has a lot of really good mechanics built into it that are going to allow us to, you know, get some lands into the graveyard to play well with Titania. But also with the ramp mechanic, it provides us with a really nice backup plan. The backup plan today being something I'm sure a lot of you've already seen before. It's going to be that Tatyova meets the Awaken the Woods combination, where we get a lot of lands down on the battlefield and then drop one big Awakening the Woods for a ton of 3/3 hasters and rolling through the opponents. But the main win con here being Titania, which is what we're trying to meld here today with its own land to, you know, create this big massive creature. It does require us to fill up the graveyard with 4 lands, which is why we put this deck in TEMUR, because I believe that the card we want to focus here today on is this Dire Strain Rampage. This is a fantastic card right now, especially with the current meta being a lot of artifacts, a lot of enchantments. You can use this card to blow up a lot of those threats on the other side of the field, but you can also blow up your own land, putting it into the graveyard and then bringing out 2 more lands to ramp yourself up into the later game. It synergizes really well, and I think this card was pretty much why this whole deck was kind of put together the way it was. But it's a fun deck, guys. We had a lot of fun playing this one. I hope you guys enjoy it. But as always, there'll be a full deck breakdown at the end of today's video, so stick around for that. In the meantime, down below in the links, there's a full deck list. And if you guys enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind giving the video a like, subscribe, all that good stuff helps out a ton. I would greatly appreciate it. With that being said, though, guys, enjoy today's video. Happy Friday, and we'll see you at the end. Peace out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we've got a TEMUR Titania build for you. What does that mean exactly? Well, that means we're going to be melding the Titania into its bigger form using its legendary land. But we also have a lot of other win cons along the way. We've got ways to win with you know, the Tatyova, which is going to get us lands onto the battlefield to use as weapons as well, which we've done before in the past. The opening hand here actually pretty darn good. We've got a River Tears outlook for the green, and we're off to the races here with the many journeys. I like the meditation in the opening hand too. That could be helpful down the road with the aggro decks potentially coming out. Hopefully we keep top decking lands, because if I could use this as a source to just bounce something back to the opponent's hand, it could also go to the graveyard, giving us the ability to get Titania closer to that melding process. So let's keep hoping for some lands here off the top. Gala Greeters comes in. It's a Selesnya build. All right, we're going to pass the turn here. We should be able to continue to draw lands off the top pretty consistently, because we are a 28 land deck here, so shouldn't be too hard to achieve that. If this turns out to be a token deck, like you know, Wedding Announcement coming in here and then looking to do something like a rabble rousing, this Hercules Meditation just gets even better. All right, this is all fine. I think I'm going to go ahead and just Silver Scrutiny for 2 here. Don't really think there's a problem with that. Don't think there's too much of an issue there. Nice, we get a Karn Silax. Not a bad pull there. Not a bad pull. Not to mention we found another River Tears outlook, which gets us another step closer to that Titania. And we got a Tatyova. Everything's looking really smooth in this particular matchup. I think we're going to be all right. Maybe we don't even need the meditation after all. We're just going to go ahead and Karn Silax everything, and then once the board's cleared, they're probably going to then rejuice the board as fast as possible, and then we'll hit them with a nice little Hercules Meditation. Seems like a very strange thing to play. You're going to let me reset with my enchantment once I clean the board up. Totally cool with me, man. All their treasures get blown up too, which is such a huge benefit of the Silax. We might as well just play this as a land at this point. Let's go ahead and crack this for 3. Let's get back all of my tools here. Say go. And we're going to gain another 3 life here. They're going to have to reset with only 3 mana to work with. That doesn't feel very good for them, I'm sure. I don't like drawing into that second Tatyova here, though. That's a bummer. Still looking for ways to get the Titania melded. We do have the ability, though, to go ahead and get Tatyova down and start getting things in as actual threats. And if they start getting picked off by some sort of removal effects, then they are, you know, going to end up in the graveyard, which eventually leads to a Melding Titania. We just got to find that special land that Titania needs to meld. AO. We have 7 total lands here. That's a great pull right there. That's a fantastic card. Yeah, I think we go ahead and just send this. Let's cancel this. How's this going to tap? Okay. Let's blow up that red land then. There we go. Blow up the red land. Let's go ahead and find some more mana here. We're going to need a few more blue, red. I mean, doesn't really matter. We have all the colors we need here. So let's go blue, red. Let's go ahead and activate you. I don't really want to lose dual lands, but you know what? Let's do it. No attacks. That AO really kind of put a wrench in our plans here a bit. We do have 8 lands total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 2 lands away from being able to hit them with the Hercules on their turn. If we can hit them on their turn, we just are absolutely going to win this game. But that's a big if. That's a big if, and they're gonna send this AO through. I can guarantee it because it's got first strike now. What a bummer. We might just have to play this on our turn. We're gonna eat this 6 damage. No big deal. We're down to 17. Yeah, this is a bummer. Gonna have to do this now, which feels bad, but at least it resets them. You know, make them have to kind of rebuild all over again, which you'd love to see. All right, let's do it. Guess I should have attacked first there. Sometimes I forget that when we cast the Hercules Meditation, it completely ends the turn exactly where you are and where you stand. It just completely shuts off and says, you know what, your turn's over. So something to keep an eye out going forward. Ayo, back on the field. Ooh, that's a card. Can I kick it twice? I sure can. Let's do it. Kick this sucker twice. Comes into the battlefield, steals their AO. We attack in. Let's go, dude. Who knew that the Mind Singer was actually going to come in clutch like that? We threw it in a deck just in case we, you know, got into a spot like that where we cleared the board and they play something big. So, I mean, it just came up in the perfect spot. That was amazing. That was amazing. Mind Singer. What a good card, dude. Especially in Temur where you can kick it and you're ramping. Oh, so good. All right, did they play Elspeth and minus it? I would imagine maybe that's the play. No Elspeth. 2 Beast Callers, okay. A little bit of Gallic Readers action too. All right, we get another land. All right. We're needing that Titania's, we're needing Titania's specialty land. Sorry, I'm trying to think here. I think we can win this. Maybe. Let's get this over the top. Yeah, I think we win this. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, definitely. Well, actually, no, we don't win this, but we do enough damage that they could triple block that. I'm not gonna do that. All right, we do enough damage to get them down to 1. All right, they did good game us, so I would imagine they're in the same boat as us as far as like they know they lost. But if they kill Tatyova, I mean, everything stops flying except for their own AO. That's a good way to kill Tatyova. See what they do here though. Are they gonna take the Mind Singer? I think that'd be a mistake if they did that. They do. Yeah, that's a mistake. Not enough blockers. I think shutting down 4 of our flyers as opposed to 1 is the right way to go. But then again, you still have to figure out how to stop 5 damage from getting through. So yeah, see, if they had gone with the Gallic Greeters as the first creature, gaining the 2 life and then gaining another 2 life when Brutal Cathar comes in, they put them at 5. They steal Tatyova, all my flyers go down. This is all according to the fact that, you know, if I didn't have a backup Tatyova. I'm just saying how they probably should have gone about it, but they'd still be at 5 life, which the AO would still get over the top. So hard to say. I don't think there's a way for victory for them, unfortunately. It's 11, 12 damage. We eat it. All right. And we go right over the top. Right over the top. End this game. Fires of victory is nice too. GG's. All right, we win with Tatyova. Didn't even get the Titania melded, which it is a really tricky card to get to meld. We just got to find that special land, but that was a very good game. So I've been playing this deck quite a bit today, and I'm not going to lie, it's been up and down. But we added Karn Silax into it late, and it's been pretty flawless since then. So I'm hoping Karn Silax was the fix we needed going forward. I think it was, though. All right, well, we do have the ability here to actually get the Titania melded at some point, so I'm going to keep this hand. And we'll go with another green. Sure, we got a lot of blue here. Love me some Mind Singer, by the way. We saw how good that could be in that last game. That was pretty clutch. The opponent on Golgari, trying to do some big stuff maybe with... Shoot, I can't Mind Singer that because it's the same power, not more. They're probably going to be trying to do stuff with fight rigging, I would imagine. I don't like getting Titania down here in the spot, but it's a good blocker to the Beast Caller for at least a turn or so. It's got 3 power. Yeah, we're going to stop at least 1 attack getting through. This is going to be tricky, though, man. It's going to be very tricky. All right, we passed the turn. We obviously give them the card for that attacking. Off to a bit of a slow start. We need to find a sweeper, I think. Ah, man, of course they find the fight rigging on 3. Right behind the shakedown. So they're going to get a free spell here. Let's just hope they don't get absolutely the nuts here and get a Titan of Industry. All right, just a Stomper. That's not terrible. Could have been a lot worse. Definitely gonna hit the Silver Scrutiny for 2 here just to make sure we get the cards, because it can make a huge difference. We saw a Silver Scrutiny for 2 last game, and it came in pretty clutch. So gonna do the same here. That's a good way to deal with the Shakedown Heavy. Take action. No blocks. It's a good card. Not what we're looking for, but it is a good card. We could kick this, but it's not enough to steal anything because their creatures are scaling pretty quickly here. I'm going to just pass the turn, and we're going to look to Fires of Victory for, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reveals their hand, choose an artifact or a creature card. Bummer. Okay, they can't hit the Fires of Victory, so let them take a card. We still hit for 5, even if they take a card here. Probably gonna take the Titan. I need them to target their Shakedown Heavy with the fight rigging to get the most value out of this Fires of Victory here. So they take the Titan, which I expected. Another fight rigging. Unbelievable. All right, well, with that being the case, I am probably gonna change it up here and blow up the Shakedown Heavy now. Maybe? Let's see. At the beginning of combat in your turn, then... Okay, so let them declare, and we're gonna be good. Ah, okay. They didn't fall for it. They know what was coming. They know what was coming there. All right, they don't get their little benefits from the fight rigging. No blocks. I did draw a great card, by the way, which will help a lot in our spot. Because we can bounce. Can bounce the Beast Caller this time around. 2, 3, and I can Thirst. Okay, perfect. I wasn't sure if I had enough mana for both of those, but we do. This is good. All right, they're just gonna plus up on their Evolved Sleeper. Spreading those 1/1 counters around. Pretty annoying, I can't lie. Pretty annoying. All right, we gained some life, which is fantastic. They still don't get to trigger their fight rigging. We bounce this back, which means they don't get the tokens to give and pass off. And the Evolved Sleeper goes up to a 4/4. Probably just going to replay their Beast Caller, I would imagine. And we'll go for the Thirst. We're getting very close to a Hercule, by the way. Also pretty close to this. I think we drop both of these. I know it seems a little, well, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Drop one of them. Ah, that's tough though. Is that what we want to do for real? Ah, if we get lucky at the top deck, man, I'm gonna feel so bad about throwing these away. If we get a land, oh, I knew it. I knew it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. What a bummer. Okay. Well, how do I want to do this? Probably go for a Karn Silax here, which is a bummer. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This is definitely a bummer because it does mean we're gonna be blowing up our own Titania here. But I do think it's worth it, if I'm being honest. I really, really do. Man, we were so close to getting the Titania off. We still probably can. It could still definitely be our win con here today, but I just got to... I gotta blow this particular one up a little bit to just clean up the board a bit. Karn Silax just too good in our deck, man. It's such a great sweeper of choice. It really, really is. All right, that's an interesting pull. If it's a Titan of Industry off the top at any point, we're toast here because, you know, they could just blow up the Silax, but they did not get it. They did not get it, which means they don't get the fight rigging either. This is good. This is so good. All right, we are chump blocking here because, again, we are blowing up the board, so chump block away. All right, many journeys and the land, probably. Back to 18. Let's go. That's a card. That's a card that can win the game very easily. All right, hard reset. Hard reset. Let's get down. Wait, can we? Green, green. Wait, green, green, blue. Oh. I was like, what's holding up? Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why can't I play this? I didn't even see the Beast Caller's trigger there. All right, so we got the Tatiova down, and it can honestly probably win us the game here. Let's see. We can go for... This comes in on tapped. Love that. Let's get this in. And we can go for 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can get 5, which is 15, 16, 17, 18... 19, 20. Oh man, this is going to be so good. We're so close to killing them here. They're going to be able to block the Tatiova, which does save them here. But my goodness, this is going to be quite the play. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's the scoop. Oh, that's so unfortunate, man. I would have loved to get the Titania meld here, but you know what? A Tatiova with the Waking the Wild, or the Woods, not a bad way to end the game either, man. We attack in here, they block here. They're still, you know, I think at like 2 or something like that, but we follow that immediately with the meditation, and you got yourself a good game. So GG's, my friend. All right, so I definitely want to try to get a Titania meld off, obviously, in this video. I think that's going to be the key, obviously, to what this deck is about. So I'm willing to play bad in order to get it. So what I mean by that is going forward, if we have the ability to win with Tatiova, but we're not in any dire straits to like, we're not going to die, I'm going to probably avoid that win con in order to try to work towards the Titania melding process. But yeah, should be fun. We did get the land that required for Titania, so I will keep this one all day. And I'm gonna make sure I have the Fires of Victory open. I don't know what we're up against just yet. We see some, you know, blue, green. Now we see some white. Okay, perfect. I'm glad I kept this open because now we got a good removal against a very good Weaver. Weaver's a very good 3-drop. All right, let's get this down. Pull up our own land here. Yes. Blue and a green seem nice. Filling up the graveyard pretty quickly here. Couple of rampages. Oh, we get a Titan of Industry. That's actually extremely helpful. Let's see. Let's get this down. Let's go ahead and crack this again. Let's go get another blue and a red. So yes, auto tap this. All right, we're working our way to a Titan of Industry very quickly. Love that. Blue and red this time, maybe. Got a lot of green to work with. We need at least 2 or 3 blues because of Hercule's final meditation. So we need at least 3 blues, which we do have. So that works out great. I have 6 lands going into 7. So Titan of Industry already able to be played next turn. We can blow up the Weaver if we want, or the Architect. I'm probably going to blow up the Weaver because of its ability to copy like exiling effects. I can't have them doing all that nonsense. So plus I have these, which can blow up some stuff. That's awesome. Glad we found that. Looks like we're going to get a Titanium meld after all. All right. Again, they're going to work off of exiling effects, so I think getting the 4/4 body to block with is more important than getting the shield counter. Shield counters get played around pretty easily these days with all the exiling effects. Yep, there's one. That kind of sucks for them, though, because I can blow that up and get another Titan back. Oh, I hope they don't concede, though, off of that. That would be a bummer. They see this, though, so I don't know why they would have gone that route. Don't know why. All right, one more land in the yard and we got ourselves the Titania unlock. Please don't scoop. I really, really hope they don't scoop here. They do get a land, which hopefully, you know, helps them out enough to maybe not want to scoop. I hope. We'll get another 4/4 body and we'll blow up the wedding announcement. I think that's a fine play. I just really want to get one meld off here with the Titania, man. It's so close. I can taste it. I can taste it. All right. We're so far ahead right now. This is so good. The opponent has a lot of cards in hand, though, so who knows what's about to come down. More exiling effects would be a bad idea, though, because we have another Dire Strain. I do want to use it, though, for my own lands here to get the Titania going. Oh, of course. Of course. That's a good card. They're gonna swing all, I would imagine, to get 4 creatures instead of 3. Frustrating because I want to go for... Okay, good, they didn't attack. All right, let's go Titania. Let's get this in. Let's blow up this. All right, let's go grab yes, you and you. And now Titania can now officially flip over if we don't get exiled this turn. That's a big if. I think this deck, though, that we're up against here is a really good chance, because it's not, we're not seeing black, so there's not a ton of removal, right? They're going wide, so there's not going to be sweepers. I just think that this is a perfect brew for us to succeed. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Titania's coming alive. Titania is coming alive. I did waste my last Dire, though, not blowing this up, which could end up biting me in the butt. We do sack this. Titania's online. Let's go. Oh, let's get an Awakening just to top things off here. That would be fantastic. Nope, not quite. Not quite. All right, send the whole team. Let's go. They're going to have to stop all of this damage, which all of it is a lot of trampling. So we'll see if they decide to block and how they block. This does open the door for return attack here from the opponent, you know, going extremely wide, but they're taking so much damage here. That might be lethal. Yeah, they didn't see the trample, I'm assuming. They could have put 2/1/1 on these 2 4/4s, but decided not to. Must have not seen the trample effect. But anyways, very good game. I finally got the Titan off. GG. All right, that's all I needed to see. It was a good Titanium meld. I'm glad that's out of the way. Now we can focus on just winning games, even though that did go very smooth for the Titania win. I just too many times I make decks and then, you know, they've got backup plans and the backup plan ends up going off way more. This is one of those decks where, you know, I was playtesting it and I got a ton of Tatiova wins, but that was my first Titania win, so I'm glad we were able to show it. That's huge. Opening hand here is pretty good, actually. The reason why is because we run 28 lands, we go second, we draw into an extra card. We should be able to find a third land, and when we do, we can get a Thirst for Discovery off, which hopefully should mana fix us for green. That's my thought process. Is it correct? Probably not. There's a lot of what ifs in that thought process. But you know me, I roll the dice. Let's go. We roll the dice. We typically will roll the dice and then complain about it later. That's kind of my style. All right, I think we're gonna go here, and that way we can get this down on turn 2. Love that. I mean, 28 lands though. You better give me a land drop. Typically going second with 2 lands, you know, should be good enough to get you at least 1 land, but 28 lands, you better give it to me. We're gonna have a problem, Arena. Ooh, 5 colors. You hate to see it. And we get a Karn Silax off the top, which helps a ton. I think both of these really help a ton. The Titan as well, because anytime I see 5 color lands, you think of things like Kami War, Portal to Phyrexia, just big enchantments, artifacts. So Titan of Industry, great. Silax also nice to just kind of leave out there as a way to kind of threaten them playing anything. Let's go here first. All right. Don't know if that was the perfect play. Maybe the Silax was the play there, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that that was fine. We're allowing them to ramp, which is a bit of a problem, and get things to the graveyard. I think they're just honestly going to be a very tough deck to beat. They seem to have a very good start with the lands they hit. They have all 5 colors, I think, already, right? Red, green, white. Oh, they're missing black. Okay, so they're missing black, but this will get them their black source. They're going to be pretty tough to beat. I'm pretty okay with this game if it turns out to be a loss either way, but 5 colors is just not fun to play against. It's whenever I play against 5 colors, it just seems like they hit what they need every time. And if they discard some really big things here, like Kami War, or like I said, those big enchantments like Portal to Phyrexia, I would imagine they have some way to reanimate it in the next turn or 2. Probably this turn if they have double white. So I would imagine we're pretty toast here. Ah, okay. Getting some basics. Getting some basics. There's the last color they needed, plus this. And it's a Kami War, which is actually really bad, because if Kami War does come back in with some sort of reanimation spell, it's just going to exile my Karn Silax, which is such a bummer. But I still think it's the play. I still think it's the move. Fires the Victory, not a bad play either. Blowing up the 2/2. The third saga on this, target creature you control gets XX, gains trample. X is number of basic land types among lands you control. Got it. So it's a domain. It's a domain type of a thing. So I could use Fires of Victory now to ensure they don't attack and get the treasure. I mean, they've already got so much mana to work with, though. I'm just going to let the attack happen. If they have the mana, they have the mana. I mean, this treasure's not exactly going to change the pace of this game at this point. They have what they need. So I'm going to go ahead and block here, saving my Fires of Victory for when they target the Spore. And then we blow up the Spore, which will give them nothing to copy too. So assuming nothing changes on board, which we know it will. Yep, like we knew it would. And they get a free spell at the top of their deck or their hand. Let's see how good of a spell it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 mana on board, which, you know, we're a ramp deck. We should be a lot more than that, but we're not. I need 8 in order to hit. Oh, that's tough. 2, 3. Create a spirit token. Let's just hold that. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, we're toast here, guys. This is not good. Not good. We keep building, though. Keep building up. Make some blocks here. We'll go to Fires of Victory. Maybe playing Fires of Victory on my upkeep there might have been the move, so we could maybe hit a land drop, but you know, we live and we learn. There's the Spore target. There's another spore target. Perfect. We get a better Fires of Victory than we would have if we went the other route. So even if we get a land here, it was worth it. Yeah, we did get the land. Yikes. Right. Man. Oh. Oh, this is over. This is GG's, my friend. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Super GG's right now. The opponent going to be able to sack some stuff. Bring back what? Kami War, Souls, Windgrave. Yeah. What are you going to bring back? I would imagine a Kami War. Sacking this. Yep. Called it. Called it. Now, next turn, they can bounce 2 of my permanents back to my hand. Let's just, you know, do this for fun. See what would have been, could have been. Definitely you can go. Probably a little late. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're just buying time. Trying to get a Titan of Industry out next turn. Potentially getting us there. Highly doubt it. highly doubt it. These cards are so cool though, man. This new one here with the multiverse, I'm not gonna lie, very, very cool card. It's definitely putting me through the ringer right now, that's for sure. Let's be real though, the Sister's Call is what's really killing us at the moment. This is the card that's the MVP of the deck right now. And does this go at the end of combat? Next end step. So they can actually sack these tokens and bring back creatures for nothing. So they get a free Windgrace without sacking any creatures. Kind of busted. Yeah, we should probably concede so we can get to one more game here, but I just want to see our next card. I don't know why, or see how this Titan of Industry shakes things up. Not going to shake it up very much, but Karn Silax, if it came in on tapped, would be completely busted, but it would be fair in this situation. Just saying. Imagine though if I brought this in and I had enough mana to just trigger it right away and kill everything. Oh, that'd be so busted. I guess that's just, I mean, that's essentially a farewell, right? Farewell can do those things. Why can't Karn Silex? Gotcha, sucker. All right, we stopped the reanimation, guys. We're safe. We stopped the vicious cycle of reanimation. Until, of course, they play commies and an attack with them, and then I have to be forced to bring out permanents back to their hand. Also, too, you know they have another Sister's Call in hand, right? That's not up for debate. Like, they have it. Let's not be silly here. I just want to see. Let's see if they have it. I'll concede. There it is. Yep. They always have it. Why wouldn't they have it? That's just silly. Silly. Oh, man. All right. Looks like we have time for at least one more game here. That was fun, though. If I'm going to lose, I'd much rather it be to something like that where, you know, it's fun. It requires them to hit a certain amount of mana. We probably could have disrupted it a lot better early on. I didn't exactly do a great job managing the early game. Even though I knew what their deck was kind of up to pretty early there, I still kind of was just focused on get my game plan going when their game plan was a lot scarier. So I should have respected their board a little bit more. All right, I'll take it. A lot of basics though, which is a bummer, which means if we draw into more River Tears outlooks or our Dyers, they're not going to be very good because we're going to run out of basics pretty fast with a hand like this. Wish me luck. Okay. Love me a Karn Silax off the top. Let's get a red source in case we need the Fires of Victory here. Escort followed by what? No shot, you kept the one land hand, right? Okay. Oof. I was actually worried there. I was like, please don't tell me they did that. Thank goodness they didn't. Would have been bummed out. The opponent played that first turn so awkwardly. I was like, man, they definitely kept the one lander, huh? All right. Do I pull the trigger for 3 already? Probably not, right? Let's just do one of these to slow him down. No big deal. Slow him down a bit. Say go. Leave the Karn Silax here. We can take a bit of a beating here from these 1/1s. Just take our time with that. Let's not jump the gun. Because if I Silax there, they still have an entire grip of cards in hand here. So I need them to commit more to the board before we pull the trigger on something that big. Let's just wait and see if we can get more out of them. And then we can follow it up with hopefully the Hercule after that. Okay, never mind. There goes our Silax. You hate to see it. I do have ways to deal with that though, so... Not the end of the world. Not exactly the best thing in the world though either. Alright, let's get this down. I guess I should have played a green source last turn. Didn't think that one through all the way. But hey. Better late than never. It's not like we could have turned our land into a flyer anyway, so it's all good. Oh, I just punched my mic. Sorry if that was loud. I just uppercutted the crap out of that. Alright. Give me a dire to blow up the borrowed time. That'd be great. We're a little bit slow on the ramp plan right now, aren't we? Crowbar, that's fun. Ooh, I can draw some cards here. 3 to be exact. Let's just do that now. See what we hit. Let's see what we hit. There's the Dire Strain. Okay. Next turn. Next turn. In the meantime, let's make a chump block here. Try to do the best we can to survive. You know, do what we can. Dire Strain though, this, and then we can sweep the board hopefully. But then again, at the same time, it's almost like we should probably pull the trigger on the Hercule's Meditation because we will have to wait an entire turn cycle for this to untap. So make them maybe replay everything and then Dire, because then they're going to borrow time again. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. It also saves us a Steward of Tides. Well, no, I'm going to have to... well, do I chump block here? Gosh, I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to talk myself through this. It's definitely going to be the Meditation next turn, right? So do I chump block this or do I just let them get the damage through? It's a big question right now. If anything, I'll just block like the 2/2 or something. That seems fine. All right. All right, they draw some cards. It's a pretty good, it's a really good reliquary there. That was pretty early to be able to get that down and get those cards. That was pretty fast. All right. Really slow playing this. Okay, hold on now. My game plan might have just shifted because of that attack. You didn't come in with the Adeline, which is very strange. So with that being said, I can survive another attack from the opponent here. So maybe the well, that's indestructible. Dang it, they keep making my life so much harder. Every time I think I've got them pegged, they do something new. All right, let's go here. Let's go here. Thank you. All right. And now they've got to, again, play around the Karn Silax, which is good. I have 2 Stewards of Tides. I think we should be able to get this. As long as I watch my P's and Q's here, I should be able to get this game going pretty good. I just hope they don't find another borrowed time, because if I blow up the first one, get this back, and they have a second one, that's when things get a little strange. Awaken the Woods would be nice too. Banala, okay. Banala gets the indestructibility, which is what makes things makes this very tough. This also can sacrifice itself to give indestructibility and lifelink to a creature with A 1/1 counter? Yeah. Let's get Tatyova down. Let's get another land going as a flying creature. I'll probably draw cards here though. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 cards. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna draw 3 cards here, if I'm being honest. Or maybe not. Maybe we just go send it over the top. Oh, I hate this. Okay. Awkward turns here. That's for sure. I think I'm gonna draw 3 cards. No attacks. We've got great blocks currently. Let them kind of, again, just kind of juice up the board a bit here, and then we'll pull the trigger on a Silax maybe. Borrow time. Yep. Not the card I was expecting them to hit. Okay. Maybe they thought that would make my lands go back as lands. Not true though. Okay. Now we've got a really good Karn Silax. I'm feeling a lot better about it, that's for sure. Looks like they're gonna enlist so they can get through my 3/3s without me blocking. Smart. Looks like they're gonna enlist the escort here, which I think the 2/2 would be the smarter play, right? Oh well, less damage that I have to take, so I don't care. Scry 2. Let's see where they go with these cards here. Do they go top or bottom? They go top. Both of them. Wow. Okay. They enlist. Yep. We go defense mode. And we draw 3 cards. All right. Now we have nothing left to do, so we've got to stop holding priority. Thank goodness. Slowing down the game a bit here. All right, another Tatyova, Thirst, another Silax. This is all good stuff. 3 is the magic number. 3 is the magic number. All right, blow everything up. Obviously, Banala probably going to give itself indestructibility, I would imagine. It's the only thing that can get indestructibility, though, because this needs a 1/1 counter on another creature to give indestructibility. So, feeling good about that. Tatyova gets to come down. I get to immediately make another flyer. Boom, boom. And I'm still left with 3 mana left over to do some Thirst for Discovery action. Let's get in there and start putting the pressure on. I like it. I like it. End our turn. I think we got this, ladies and gentlemen. I think we got this. Another Tatyova win potentially here. How many lands in the graveyard? Just the 1, so probably not going to be doing a Titanium Meld here. This is a deck that's a little too quick, though. I feel like with the Titanium Meld, it works better with decks that are a little more mid-range to late game. Aggro decks, I think we have a better shot with the Tatyova win because it can get those bodies out and contest a little bit, which is nice. A Johnny, that's cool. That's not like anything affecting the board state too hard right now. Obviously, they can give the 1/1 counters to the Banala, which is cool, but I don't think that's what they'd want to do here. I think they're looking for a draw. Or not. Maybe it is distribute the 3 counters. Okay. They're going to try to race me here with 1 singular creature, but it's not enough. It's just not enough. Do they have a fight mechanic? Ooh, they do. Didn't expect that. I'm going to be real with you. Did not expect that. But I don't think they're going to expect a second Tatyova either, so... They think they're safe because they got the ground covered and these no longer fly, but that's not the case, my friend. It's not the case. Still would feel better if I had something to deal with you, but I don't. I don't have anything to deal with you at the moment. All right, I'm gonna make you the flyer. All right, we may leave some things back here to block just in case. Well, let's see. 3, 6, 12 damage over the top. It would have not been enough. I'm surprised they quit there. We could only get them into the range of 1 HP if we really sent everything through. So I wouldn't have done that, obviously. I would have probably left a couple of these back, maybe shot one at a Johnny and just got maybe 1 through. maybe play out a Karn Silax as the backup plan in case things fail. But very good match. Tatiova for the win again. GG. That is going to conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. We are going to talk about the deck a little bit now and showcase all the cards that are in it. Before I do that, I want to give you guys a huge shout out if you made it this far into the video, because it helps out so much with the YouTube algorithm. So, you know, you sticking around this long pumps my videos out to more people. So thank you for that. I do appreciate it. But with that being said, let's take a look at today's build and see what's going on here. So we kick things off, obviously, Titania, right? The card we built this deck around. Titania, a very, very cool card that I've been trying my best to build around for quite some time now. Haven't really found the best spot for it just yet. Obviously there's some 4-color stuff out there, some Jund, some Sultai, a mixture of all those. But I feel like Temur was a little more fun today, and the reason why is because I eyeballed this card right here, Dire Strain Rampage. When I was building this deck, I saw Titania, I saw the Rampage, and I was like, okay, I think I can work with this, because this card works really well, not only for our deck's synergies, but because it also answers a lot of what's going on right now. We've been running into a ton of Selesnya enchant still, that still hasn't gone away. We've got, the Rakdos artifact sacrifice decks. We've got a lot of artifact stuff going on right now with the new Brothers War set coming out. So Dire Strain Rampage was a must-have in this build. So from there, I knew we were probably going to end up on Temur, because if we're going to ramp at all, blue is going to have to come into the picture as well, which it did. We went ahead and for ramping up early, not only the Dire Strain but also the many journeys allowing us to play that extra land early on to get a head start, but also Awaken the Woods. We knew Awaken the Woods would be a fantastic card, because if we're going to be running Temur colors, we need certain ways to try to sweep the board, right? So I tried out this Hercule's Final Meditation again, thought it was fantastic, but the problem with it is that it costs 10 if you really want to maximize the juice on this thing. And so that's a long time. Even if you're ramping, 10 is a lot of mana and it's a little bit slow. There were a lot of times where I was 1 to 2 turns away from casting it and I was getting run over. So I had to add, of course, Karn Silax. And from there, the deck started to look pretty familiar to a lot of our ramp decks, because Karn Silax works really well, as well as Hercule's Meditation, because they don't affect lands, right? They only affect non-land permanents, which is kind of key, because we're gonna have a lot of extra lands on the field, but not to mention the Awaken the Woods combo. These are all gonna be land creatures, so they don't get swept away either. And Tatiova was an obvious choice for a secondary backup win con, so we had to throw that in there. And then from there, I had a little bit of fun, man. I was like, you know what? How do I get some more cards into the graveyard? Thirst for Discovery was a great way to do that. It puts a land into the graveyard and it gets us a ton of card advantage. And then from there, I went ahead and added Silver Scrutiny for, refueling our hand. Because if you're going to ramp, you're trying to unload your hand as fast as possible. The idea of ramp is just get everything out of your hand as quickly as possible, get to your big stuff. But Silver Scrutiny is a good way to just reload with all the mana that you have extra. And then Fires of Victory, because, if we do end up reloading, this will be a good little spot removal, because it can deal up, to 8-9 damage if your hand's big enough for the turn. Obviously, if you run a cast at an instant speed on your opponent's turn, it can only go up to 7, but still pretty darn good for 2 potential mana, if not 5 to draw a card. And then a couple other things I threw in here was 2 Mind Slingers and a Titan of Industry, because Titan of Industry, you obviously can't go wrong there. But Mind Slinger, being able to kick this twice in Temur because we're a ramp deck, it was pretty relevant to be able to steal the opponent's creatures in the late game as well. Added a little bit of extra fun and juice to the deck as well, though. But yeah, a ton of fun, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. As far as the decks this week go, probably one of the lesser competitive ones of this week, but one of my favorite ones of this week, because I do feel like this can be tweaked up a little bit and the idea is there, and that's all I'm really shooting for, is getting that idea there and planting the seed for you guys. If you guys want to make some changes, let me know how it goes for you. If you guys do decide to change anything out, let me know how that works out, because I'd love to see how that plays out, because I want to make some adjustments to mine as well. But excuse me. But anyways, yeah, that'll conclude this Friday's edition of Magic, and we're gonna get back to the grind for next week. And before I get out of here, though, as always, a huge shout out to the Marty Mob. A huge shout out goes to the Marty Mob every single video, just to let them know I appreciate what they do for me and everything that they bring to this channel as far as their monthly memberships go. They just they help support me with everything. I mean, just today my monitor completely blew out on me. I'm using a brand new monitor right now that I didn't have in the budget, but you know, thanks to the monthly memberships and me being able to save some of the YouTube, you know, funds, it allows me to put it back into this kind of stuff, because my stuff is kind of beat up and old in a lot of areas, but was able to fix it, you know, and keep it moving and keep it pushing and keep upgrading the channel. So it's all thanks to you guys, man. Thank you for everything. I do appreciate that a lot. It's really exciting where we're headed, and it's all thanks to you guys. It really is. So I appreciate you for that, and thanks for everything, and thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for making it all the way to the end. I do appreciate that as well. But that'll conclude today's video, and we'll see you guys back here again on Monday for another one. Till next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.